It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Niners and the Cowboys. And it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's NFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Charles, these two NFC heavyweights, long-time adversaries. They've met in each of the last two playoffs, with the Niners getting the upper hand both times.
And in the first case, it seemed like an upset. The Niners doing it on the road. The second time, it was more expected. They did it at home. Cowboys looking to turn things around, hoping to get better play from their offense and a defense that's really opportunistic.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They're sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he's up to the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
In recent years, we've seen a lot of love for North Dakota State in the NFL draft. And Trey Lance, he's a great example of what the Bison are sending to the league each and every year. This guy looks like a franchise quarterback. He wants his opportunity to prove it to the rest of the league.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Working from the gun, Lance. Left side to Lamb. They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now Lance. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. An excellent pickup at 34 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And Cooks has it over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of Skid. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. From 19 yards away. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare.
And now, before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Purdy. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And the 49er first down. That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Throwing here, Purdy. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Micah Parsons is off to one of the greatest starts in any NFL career. 2 seasons, 2 All-Pro selections, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year runner-up, and even some MVP votes last year. And behind all of that, 26.5 sacks.
Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Purdy looking to throw. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
McCaffrey fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something to develop slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something.
And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now, this feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Trey Lance in the offense heading back out. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And Lance now to throw. Looking outside, and he's got him in. That's Ferguson. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
Well, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Lance now on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Lance looking to throw it. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Ray McLeod to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. and not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. On 4th down, here's Purdy. This is Jennings. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
At the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, 49ers.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. He returns the kick 88 yards to the house. And the Cowboys are able to strike 21-10 game. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that Purdy move got him some extra space to run. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Purdy from the gun. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. Now Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the 49ers first down.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Here's a diving catch right side. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have got it back to within a score.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out comes CeeDee Lamb with the rest of the Dallas offense. 2 touchdowns to his credit so far. Charles, I'm curious, do these wide receivers, what do they go in with each week? Is it different week to week for the goals that they personally set for themselves, do you think?
I doubt that it's different from week to week, maybe because of game plan. They know that one guy might be featured more than the other. But all in all, these guys are looking for 100 or more yards in receiving. But the biggest thing, getting into the end zone. And how about him? He's gotten there twice in this game.
He has indeed. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. First down, and it's Pollard again. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Lance going to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped them there, but not to be.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jake Ferguson, 42 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McLeod now on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon, and that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Purdy off the play fake. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now in Arlington. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Purdy now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, it's Purdy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Niners set to take over on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Purdy to throw it on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Purdy. Over the middle, complete. It's Jennings. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
He could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Purdy, big 4th down play. And this one is incomplete. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, it would likely put an end to this thing. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Lance looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So Purdy and the Niners down by 10. Just over 1:40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Purdy. Pass complete, Samuel. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Complete to Deebo Samuel. A gain of 9 yards. And a 49er first down.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Purdy finding Samuel. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Purdy. And this is caught. Jennings. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
Throwing, Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Purdy to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Here's 1st and goal. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.